What do people think about using a tool to identify autism in children born very preterm? Hi, I'm Sarah Pillar, and welcome to 60-Second Science. Today, I've linked to some homegrown research from right here in WA. The article recently published was led by the team at King Edward Memorial Hospital and their neonatal follow-up program. This research looked at what clinicians and parents thought about the use of a tool to identify autism traits early in children born very preterm. Now, we know that in the general population, autism occurs in about 1 to 2% of people, but we know that autism is more commonly diagnosed in children born preterm, particularly in those born very preterm, which is less than 27 weeks gestation. In children born very early, prevalence may be as high as 6 to 8%. So very preterm children are a group that may especially benefit from close monitoring of their development, so they can be linked with supports early in life. But we know from previous research that preterm and very preterm children have often been excluded from very early studies on screening. This research aimed to look at the very preterm population specifically to see what clinicians and families thought about this kind of monitoring being incorporated into their existing care. 47 families completed the SACSAR checklist when their child was 12 months old and told us what they thought by responding to a range of questions. But now, the article is open access, so you can read about the questions we asked and what participants thought in full. But the headline is that both clinicians and families found the use of the tool to be both acceptable and feasible, suggesting that it's possible for early autism identification to be incorporated into the preterm early pathway.